Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold, first respond, the heart's brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold, first respond, the heart's brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold, first respond, the heart's brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold, first respond, the heart's brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet, from the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride, with magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow, faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set, let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chop's crew, come join the ride. With magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow. Faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set. Let's take the leap, our best quest yet. From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First responder, hearts brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys
meet. Episode of Beyond the Quest is recorded live and is presented unedited. That means you're hearing it exactly as it happens, raw, real, and in the moment. As such, you may encounter raw and unfiltered moments, technical hiccups, or spontaneous conversations. You're going to hear from real-life first responders and people of the Christian faith. The views and opinions expressed by the host and guest are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of our sponsors, partners, or Slim Chance Gaming. Listener discretion is advised. And we thank you for joining us on the journey. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Good morning! And we... Hold on, Chad. You still have power, Chad, right now. We have faith. What's your announcement?
I need you all to listen closely. It's very important.
He's going to hit the button changer.
No, I'm not. This is a serious announcement. I no longer hate Tennessee. Thought about it and thought, they're okay. That's all.
You did a lot of thinking on it.
Still not real fond of North Carolina.
Rip. Let's see. You're good. I'm just adjusting some of my volumes. I feel like my volume's very low on you all.
Going through security.
You got your own daggone security. That's crazy.
Crazy. Too bad y'all couldn't be in Kentucky for the week. Oh, I see. Mander's on here. She said hello.
You didn't even know who Mander Pander 15 is?
Well, it doesn't say Mander Pander 15. That's what I was looking for, but it says Mediocre Mander.
Rip.
So funny that Judah calls her gamer tag instead of mom.
Mander Pander 15.
Mander Pander 15.
Hashtag.
She's the Fortnite queen.
Do. How's everybody this morning?
We got Mexican Charlie Sheen here with us.
It's not a bowling shirt.
It's not?
No.
It's a Hawaiian.
Oh.
Hawaiian.
It's
like
kind of
some
Japanese.
Yeah.
Stand up and give us a twirl.
I won't do a twirl, but I'll stand up.
Amy is here. I felt important for once, Chad. That has to come from, like, Temu.
It did not come from Temu.
It did not?
It did not.
Oh.
Ross.
Yep.
Right.
I found it at a random Ross in Oklahoma. And as soon as I
totally
seen
thought
it,
it was a Temu.
Oh my gosh, that looks like taco. And so I bought it. And I brought it back. Kept it in the back of my truck for like 3 weeks.
And then left it on Mud Creek for over, 2 weeks?
Yeah, well, it was
Things
still in the back
happen.
of my truck.
Things happen. Anyways, napkins, what are you doing? You look so
Emotionally
Well,
concerned.
distraught.
somebody at Angry Vet Nation, it's still undetermined too, but I will find out.
Uh-oh.
Locked my account, and they just gave it back to me like 5 minutes before we went live. So I'm trying to set all
I
my
feel
stuff
like
back up.
Chad was in power and done screwed up. The one time he had a chance, he done screwed it up.
Chad had all the power, and he took it all away from me.
He's like, I'm going to show that bald kid what's the real. Well, I've been fighting with my dog who would not come inside. I don't know what he got into, but he thought for sure he was in big trouble, so he would not come inside. Every time he would see me, he would just start backing down slowly down the steps, which is impressive because he has no legs.
He has legs. They're just very short.
Good morning! Peach and Mario's here.
Welcome, welcome.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. It's the only button I really know how to work.
You still don't know how to do that.
Discovered there's a robot one earlier.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that again.
Probably not. Moon Pie, step away from the voice effects.
That's
Sorry,
okay,
it's been a
Peach.
while. I've been really busy. Hey, I heard you were like legit nursing now, right? Done with all the schooling and everything. That's awesome sauce. We're so proud.
Well, I heard a rumor.
Uh-oh. Was you here?
I don't know. I couldn't think fast enough to make it up.
Yes, and getting married June 30th. So life has been crazy. I
I can imagine.
I feel like June weddings are just made to be crazy.
Are you guys aware that we helped set that up?
I just wonder if everybody is aware of how
I feel like a proud
nervous
parent.
you was.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, listen, proposing is serious, okay? And you get nervous during that. I was nervous for him.
Did you feel like you was the one proposing? That's the real question.
Well, I know. I mean, me and Mario love each other very much.
I know Vet loves you. He said it,
This is true,
and I seen it.
and I'm never forgetting it.
Well, Mander posted 10 years for us on Friday.
You know what?
We
You
always say our
two,
anniversary tag team preaching.
you two always try and take the thunder out of my birthday. So
To be fair, our anniversary is 2 days before your birthday.
to be fair, my birthday is more important than your anniversary.
Speaking of birthday,
It
when's the
happened
birthday
first.
stream?
It's gonna be the 9th. June 9th.
Which
Then-
is not his birthday.
Oh, hey,
Day after.
hey, do you want help with your tent and everything or not?
Yes, I do.
Well, then I suggest you
Lots
quit
of help.
complaining.
I still haven't recovered enough. I dread taking it down.
June 9th. Probably going to be starting around 2 p.m. at the latest because the kids have asked me to give them time to get out of their last half day of school or whatever.
Tell them not to go.
Well, that's what they're begging. I said I didn't care. It's the last day of school and it's half a day. Like,
Last half day of school. Who goes? Ugh, who goes to school?
oh, and
School is for fools.
I did get these gave to me to add to the giveaway list. Everything that Angry Vet Nation so far has been on top of. Now I have 2 of these to put towards
There you
it.
go. Mander Pander. You're going to have to be on there and try to
Amanda
win.
Prander 15.
Now she's gonna want to have you all delay picking up that camper.
Man, they've had our camper for like 2.5 months. Thank you for following John Booley. Bully.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
Bully, 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 bully.
Rocking everywhere.
Well, that was like in harmony.
Oh.
All together now. Everyone sigh.
So, let's see. Awaken Mountains kicked off first night.
Boom. Yes, it did. Great first night. We had at one point, we had over 100 people for the first night, which is pretty cool. We are out of chairs, so I don't know what we're going to do if more show up.
I mean, you had people sitting on a side by side and a lawnmower. I mean, you can't tell me you don't go to a revival in Kentucky when you got that going on.
I was getting ready to say hashtag welcome to Kentucky.
Well, I think a lot of people missed my announcement.
What was your announcement? I don't remember.
I no longer hate Tennessee.
Why do I feel like I don't believe you?
I don't know. Thought about it, and there.
You know what? You should probably wait till after we go through Q&A before you make that announcement.
Yeah.
Usually Q&A is where your hate for Tennessee comes into play. All because of was it a Karen? I don't remember.
I don't remember what the name was, but it seemed like every piece of hate mail you got came from Tennessee.
Yeah.
What is with the hate?
I'm waiting on my hate mail from Jordan Riley himself.
I'm kind of wondering if the one anonymous one that was like super hating on you for Jordan Raleigh, like
That had,
super
like-
hating and like making these sarcastic comments. I'm kind of wondering if that was him.
I don't know. Maybe we should go on his show.
John, if you want to join our Discord, you can go to beyondthequest.com and select the Discord button. That will automatically take you to our Discord page where you can join our server there.
I thought it was set up on my Twitch for people to click the link and do that.
No offense, John. I thought you was a bot.
Might still be.
Might
It's
still
not
be.
real. Yeah, so I joined the Discord finally.
Yeah, I saw
Woohoo.
that pop up the other day.
He probably
Yes.
doesn't even know what he's doing.
Joined it, but
Well, I've never seen you on there.
I'm on there right now.
so am I.
I am not, but I can be. You just wait. You just wait.
So I did a thing, and it might cause problems, and I'm hoping not.
Wow.
Oh,
I went through and tried to clean up our questers' questions by moving.
Uh-oh, you went and deleted them.
By moving some stuff, and I'm not sure now
Where you move
Where-
them?
the new ones are and where the old ones are. Chad, can you help?
Oh, yeah. Now you want Chad's help.
you blamed him, and now you're asking for his help.
Oh, yeah. Is everybody having my stream pulled up? Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Oh wait. I don't know. All I see here is
Or at
our
least
4
I
little
can.
boxes.
Yeah, I can see you in the group thing here. I don't have your actual string pulled up.
How do I pull
You
up
guys
the
should
actual
pull it
stream?
up real quick.
How do I do that? How do I?
Look at here. Look at here.
Dad said no.
Look at here, guys.
I still
Ooh,
can't see.
yeah.
What do I do? Tell me.
You grab your phone and you go
Made
to
a new one.
Twitch.
Just open my Twitch on my phone. I'll do that.
Made a new one there. I like it.
Look at that. Moon Pie's eating a moon pie. And Napkins is yelling at him. And Taco looks as hateful as usual.
So Chad,
Sweet.
I'm just gonna tell on you real quick. Chad sent me a message in our Teams thing in the back end, and he said, "Napkins, what did you do?" So we might not have any questions this morning.
Uh-oh.
No hate mail.
It's like the host.
Napkins is like, I ain't getting mad this morning. It's not worth it. I'm just deleting everything.
Oh no, they're coming back. I see them, Chad. They're loading.
I was gonna say that's gonna make for the shortest episode we've ever done if you've accidentally messed that up.
Well, while he's getting those loaded up.
Your stream finally loaded and I can't see it.
Oh, it's because I took it off. I can pull it back up now.
It's
I do
sad.
have an announcement while those are loading.
Oh, what is your announcement?
SlimChanceGaming.com is officially live.
Really?
It is.
There you go, Moon Pie.
I wish I had a sound effects button.
Can you see it, Moon Pie?
You believe in life after love.
That's amazing.
Ain't it adorable?
I think it's funny that you look sad, I look hungry, and Taco and Napkins are yelling at us.
I showed it to my wife, and my wife
Super proud
said,
of Chad.
"What's funny is that's the face you always make." And I was like, "Well, that's not a good face if I'm making that face."
So I just want to read this little expert. I'm so proud of Chad for this. He wrote this one. It was not wrote by me. This was wrote strictly by Chad. He was super excited to let me read it. So I'm going to read it. This is directly from the SlimChanceGaming.com website if you want to read it yourself. But it's about this show. No, I'm sorry. It's about our other show, Beyond the Brokenness. And it says Beyond the Brokenness is a Christian, faith based podcast dedicated to exploring the truth, hope, and healing found in God's Word. Each episode invites listeners to dive deep into the Bible as we unpack Scripture in a real, relatable way, breaking down complex passages and bringing clarity to the message of the gospel. Hosted by Napkins, EM Taco, Mediocre Moon Pie, and McMedic, this podcast is more than a study, it's a journey. With backgrounds rooted in both frontline service and gaming culture, our team brings unique perspectives and honest conversations that connect faith to everyday life. Proudly presented by Slim Chance Gaming, Beyond the Brokenness is a space where believers, new and seasoned, can grow in their understanding of the Bible, find encouragement in community, and discover the beauty of God's grace beyond life's broken moments. Come as you are, and let's go deeper together.
Oh, Chad, you read that? Chad, you read that right there, bird, Chad.
He did read it.
He read it. He read it.
And Chad did get our questions back.
Chad's on top of it. Wow.
Somebody give Chad the power back.
No, I was gonna say where's some Chads at in the chat.
Daggum Chad. I would send somebody, I don't see them.
You don't see him?
I don't see them on mine.
When you click the emoji thing, you see the little heads running down the side.
We like him
You can
sometimes.
click on McMedic SCG on that, and it'll pull up all of his emojis, and it has it there.
I don't see McMedic SCG on here.
Where are you trying to do this at? Are you trying to do this from the Stream Together window?
Yeah. Is that not where I'm supposed to do this?
No, I'm looking. Hang on. I was looking somewhere else.
Good Lord.
So if you click on the emotes button and you scroll down, no, I don't see it either. What are you talking about, Taco?
Literally, I can scroll down the side, and it's
Maybe
got
is it because I'm
little
maybe I'm not
thing there.
subscribed?
I don't think it's a subscriber emote.
Shouldn't be.
It might
but
be.
It's got Medic's little thing there. I click on it, and it shows me all of his emotes.
Maybe I can just type in McMedic. Wow. I just type in Chad. Nope, that didn't work either. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I
don't have an
did
option
find
either.
this little fat yellow guy going
Minus.
Manus. I forgot you made that one.
Minus.
Hello.
Anyway, before we dive into questions, what's on your brains this morning?
Not much.
That don't surprise me.
Mander Pander 15.
No, you should change what's on yours. Napkins?
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. There's a couple things on my mind this morning.
Oh, boy.
Napkins.
Oh
your napkins?
What has wadded his napkins?
There's a couple things. Number one, why do women think that you can read their minds?
That one I've never found an answer to. For everybody to say that women are so much smarter than men, they make no sense.
In case you haven't put it together yet, I work with nothing but women. On my shift is a woman. And every one of them was in a bad mood last night. And I was like, I don't understand. And one of them in particular, the only thing I could figure is she's mad because I didn't know why she was mad. I don't really know. And furthermore, why is it the slowest driver's got to drive in the passing lane?
Oh, I don't know. That irks me so much.
After a long shift that's been really crappy and you just want to get home, and every slow driver gets over in front of you and then hits the brakes. We's coming up. Light would be green. I mean, as green as grass, and they'd slam their brakes. I was like, "What are you doing?" And you get beside of them, and they're like, "Yes, right here."
Yep.
Aggravating.
Yeah. I
They make
get
these
it.
things you can stick on your window now, and you can type a little message on your phone, and it'll run across your window.
That doesn't seem dangerous at all.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Not distracting whatsoever.
Stick it in
No
your
way
back
that could
window,
be a problem.
save a message on there, and just click it.
You know what's my napkins?
What was your napkin?
You know, like all the old timer sayings and everything. When you realize that most of those are usually true.
Like, they
Like-
went out back and the hogs ate him.
Like, one rotten apple can spoil the bunch. Type deal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we realized that is true this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. We got rid of some rotten apples.
Nice.
Yeah. Nasty, nasty rotten apples.
Like, wait, are you talking about real apples or is this like allegorical?
No, this is like old timer talk.
Okay.
Oh, but anyhow.
Oh yeah. Before you get in, I gotta show. Yeah. Here, yeah. All right. Well, so this hat Taco gave me, right? Are you ready for this, Amy and Vet? Pow!
There it is.
Check it out.
Angry Vet Nation.
Bam.
Oh, and I was thinking about it this morning while I was behind the slowest people in Pike
Ooh.
County. I am going to order a window decal that's got beyond.
On your front windshield. I do love Fig Newtons.
I do love Fig Newtons.
It's inconvenient.
It's going to go on the rear, and it's going to say beyondthequest.com and slimchimpsgaming.com.
Put a QR code on there. That way, since they're texting, they can just.
Every slow driver I pass,
Yeah, I
I'm
wonder
just
what
going
that
to honk
is.
my horn. That way they look at my back window.
Just get in front of them and then brake check.
Do you know how
Make
many
sure you
people
have full
I've
coverage.
do you know how many people I've had ask me about what napkins and Slim Chance Gaming is because my front license plate? And
I
then
have no
time-
idea, but I know how many times you've been driving my vehicle with me in it, and you get road rage from people, and you say you're going to brake check, and I say, please don't.
I was getting ready to say that. I have to remind myself whenever I start getting real irritated while I'm driving, my front license plate gives them a way to find me. And then there's a couple times that I will get mad while I'm driving, and I'll like pass somebody real quick, and I'm like, I really hope they didn't see my license plate.
But you put it on there. Like, that wasn't a mandatory thing. You just wanted it.
Just wait till I get my rear plate in.
Okay. Did you order a custom one?
Yeah, it says
Naps.
naps.
Naps. Hashtag naps.
Custom license plate.
It's been approved, but I haven't actually ordered it yet. I have to take the approval to the clerk's office and pay $25, and then it'll be ordered.
Do it.
Good Lord.
Naps.
Naps.
The Naps mobile.
Mediocre.
That seems too long.
What about moon pie? I feel like that's just as long.
Moon.
MMP.
Naps. Now everybody
Oh,
thinks you just like
anyway.
sleeping.
That's what I'm thinking. Everybody's gonna be like, man, he just loves his naps.
Who would have guessed?
I mean, they'd be right.
You be at a red light, somebody roll their window down. I love naps too.
You know,
Sleeping is
I've
fun.
already thought about it. Next tax season, if I'm actually financially stable, which is very slim that it'll actually happen. But if I am, I'm totally going to not order, but I'm going to try my best to get like a food truck or food trailer and actually call it the knapsack.
Goals, son. Goals.
And he's gonna park it in front of a Walmart every day until they eventually let him bring it inside.
I know somewhere he could park it and make a killing on the weekends, though.
Hospitals?
My wife's work.
I don't understand why there's not more food trucks that go down there because there's nothing.
Well, it's crazy. Like on the weekends, they don't even have the cafeteria open.
Really?
So you know how many people's in that hospital that was hungry?
Everybody hungry.
Everybody hungry.
I don't want to fast today. Give me something from the knapsack.
So would you still do like how the knapsack is with burgers and stuff?
So I said whatever I said. My menu would be so all over the place.
It would be like, it's like hot dogs, but burgers.
What do you got today? I don't know. Whatever's in this cooler.
It'd be like hot dog sandwiches.
Hey, a hot dog is a sandwich.
But no. Like one day I'd probably do like I don't know something like hibachi. Next day it'd be like burgers. Next day it'd be hot dogs.
Never have the same things.
The next day, it's straight up $60 steak.
Next day it'd be some like steak and potatoes. Day after that it'd be nothing but deep fried Oreos and funnel cakes.
That's
Then one
pretty
day
good.
just Set up and hand out napkins.
Napkins and a Coke. That's all you get.
So I did get all my nasty things to eat for the birthday stream in. I got
Pineapple pizza and that was
no.
Gonna blend a Happy Meal.
How
No.
close are you to the Wheel of Pain? By the way, is that what your goal is for, or?
Well, that was what the goal was set for, and well, that goal's not moving. So I'm just doing it as anybody that subscribes or donates at least 500 bits during the birthday stream will get to spin the wheel.
How far are you from your goal?
I think I only got like 2 follows since that. We needed 33. Wah, wah, wah.
Still need 31 of them.
But it's okay because I have 3 different hot jerkies that will make me cry probably because ghost peppers and Carolina Reaper peppers are hot.
yeah.
Yeah, they are.
And then I got the 2 world's most sour candies. I hate pickles. So the kids made me get like sour pickle bombs and one that's like a roulette game that you don't know if you're getting watermelon or pickle flavored candy. And then a lot of different bugs. There's crickets and larvas and things like that.
I ate crickets before.
And then have you had a armored tail scorpion before?
No.
Well, I got one of them. I thought it come in like this small little thing. No, that sucker's like this big. Like one
Angry Vet has
one
an
solid
announcement.
thing. Uh-oh. What's your announcement?
I don't know what it is.
The Angry Vet has an announcement. When he
Do
says
you no
that,
longer hate Tennessee too?
he still loves me? Gage, a.k.a. Super Mario Cousin, has officially been hired as our New moderator supervisor? What?
That's cool. Check this out.
That's awesome sauce.
Sweet.
Did you say I'm so confused?
I didn't even know Super Mario Cousin knew that.
I didn't either.
He does now.
Well, he does now. You're right. If not, that'd be even more confusing, right?
No, we don't know the guy. We just hired. Didn't even do a background check. He just seemed okay.
I just liked his name.
I just liked his name. He's related to Mario. How mad can he be?
Peach liked
Wait.
him more. Get it? Peach. Hey. He's back.
Oh, wow. They met through the streams. That's cool.
That is cool.
Wow. Wow. We helped bring Super Mario
so
Cousin.
we didn't actually meet through your guys'
No,
streams.
he's
Oh.
saying
He
I
didn't.
said I didn't know that Super Mario knew that, and he said he didn't.
You'd know that if you'd been at your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You Mexican
you doing?
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, an absolutely terrible energy drink I got from Dollar.
Well, there's a lot in that we could unpack about what's wrong with what you just said. Buying energy drinks from the Dollar Tree.
They usually have monsters and rain and all that stuff, but I saw these. And
I'm
thought,
proud of him
"Wow."
too, Peach. That makes me happy. That makes my heart smile.
It's like your guys' stream is producing little virtual babies.
Well, that may be okay when you say that about Mario and Peach, but I'm not sure that works when you say that about Mario and Vet.
I didn't mean it like that. But there's blossoming relationships all around.
Want to know something funny? This was him finding out too. Surprise! Oh! Oh!
Nice.
Man, I wish I'd known. I would have done that up so much better.
What if this was all a test to make sure Super Mario Cousin got on today? And that was the one remaining thing he had to pass. If he's not on the stream, he's not hired.
It's not reliable.
We interviewed him on Friday. Woot woot! That's
Just
awesome.
calling him. He's gonna log in so fast. That is cool. That's great.
Well, now I'm in a good mood, so don't bring it down with all bunch of hate mail.
I'm just gonna say Moon Pie touched the nerve with Tennessee barbecue.
Saying, like, out of everything I said, barbecue? That's what hurt your feelings?
That's what.
Well, to be fair, you dogged that barbecue pretty hard.
I mean, it's gross.
See what I'm saying?
You
I'm gonna-
need to clarify for them
I
that
will clarify. I have only tried 3 barbecue places in Tennessee, all of which have been in the Sevierville, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. So, if they can direct me to a barbecue place that is good. Now, if I go and it tastes like everything else, then you're liars. It'll still be like-
Now I found one down there, but it was like one of the little hidden gems. You know what I mean? Like it was like tucked away, like in a corner behind a bunch of stuff. You can't even see its sign or nothing. It was
Behind
pretty
the
decent.
dumpster, you give this guy $3.
I
Yeah,
have a question
it was like a mom and pop place though.
that I have to ask.
Uh-oh.
I thought Super Mario Cousin and Angry Peach was like in Virginia or West Virginia. How's that gonna work?
I don't know.
I'm asking.
How you know where they live?
Because he told us one episode. I'm pretty sure. I
thought
may
he
be
told
way
you-
off.
I thought he said that he used to.
I don't
may be
know.
way off. I don't know.
Now you got napkins wanting to dig into your personal lives.
Napkins is going to move to New Jersey.
He did spend what was it, 2 months up there
Yup.
during
Remember
COVID.
that.
Almost 3.
I do remember that. And I was upset he didn't come back with one of those, the hairdos like you seen
I feel
on
like my camera is like
Jersey
Pop
Shore.
door.
Yeah.
really like
He's come back
blurry.
without any hair.
That's crazy. They don't want to talk to you now.
I know.
They're like, let's just let him sit on it.
No,
Don't
he's
tell
getting
him.
too personal.
Let the suspense build. Lock him back out of his account.
That's great.
Well, now I want to hear what they got so upset about the barbecue for.
Probably because you said it's all disgusting.
Well, if it wasn't dry as yesterday's leather, what do you want me to do?
My thing is like when I get barbecue, I get, there's dry rubs and some dry rubs are good, but when I want barbecue, sometimes I want it smothered in barbecue sauce.
Okay, so here's my thing. I like to taste the flavor of the actual meat I'm eating and the flavor of the barbecue. I don't want you to mask the horribleness of your meat in a bunch of barbecue sauce, which I'll say Kentucky barbecue ain't that great. Most of the places you go to in Kentucky, they drowned it in sauce because they don't know how to flavor the meat.
True.
I'll give you that.
Oh, there's your answer. Used to. We're in New York, but we're moving. AVN is assisting with relocation. At least they said they would if he was hired. LOL. I already had a job offer at University Hospital in New Jersey. Took a chance, prayed about it, and here we are. Whoa.
That's awesome.
Won't he do it?
Wait. I have to ask. University Hospital in Newark, New Jersey? Because if so, that's where I was stationed for COVID. And that would be bananas.
That's awesome.
Your own 10 code for headaches.
Yes.
Nice.
That is bananas.
That is awesome.
We need an organ. I'll play it. Dun-dun-dun. Praise break.
Listen, they're getting married, both getting hooked up with jobs. That's awesome.
It really is.
The Lord hath shined his favor upon thee.
All right, are we ready? I guess we can leave their personal life alone.
You started it.
There's questions.
You started it. Hey, what's your social security numbers?
Mother's maiden name.
All right. Well, we're going to start deep.
Oh, boy. Wait, before you start, do I have any hate mail this week?
All kinds.
Or is it all
Not
on?
that I've seen, but I've only skimmed.
Okay.
I've only
Well,
skimmed as I was.
I kind of enjoyed it all going towards Moon Pie and not me, so.
You're
I
welcome.
will say, I've not seen him this morning, but if Faithful is on here, he submitted questions to everyone in the group. Like, I'm talking probably, there's 24 questions, and I would say
24.
at least half of them are Faithfuls.
Nice.
Man's got questions.
All right.
We have answers.
So the first one comes from Tactical Waffle 94.
Tactical Waffle!
He listens on
94.
Spotify
Sounds
in
like a cool game.
Ohio.
Ohio.
He addresses this to everyone, and he says, "What if I'm not living my purpose and never figure it out?"
Wah, wah, wah. I'm just kidding.
Figure it out.
I'm just kidding.
Trying to figure it out.
I'm just gonna say, if you never figured it out, then how did you know that you wasn't living in your purpose?
Ooh.
Let that sink in.
How do you know you ain't got
Keep me
one?
up at night.
Maybe your purpose is to keep searching for that purpose.
You're crazy.
Wise men say.
You find that in a fortune cookie.
I don't know. In all seriousness, you just keep praying about it and keep doing you.
Yeah, find something that you're good at.
Things will align. Ask Mario and Peach.
Whoa.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Way to tie it full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
It's a chocolate.
We're in odd moods this morning.
Oh.
That at a wedding.
Moon Pie, do you have anything to add?
It's not a square. No in, no beginning.
We're not talking about this.
I think you know, if as long as you are doing the best of your ability to be productive for, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if they're a believer or not, but I would say, like, as far as purpose goes, as long as you're doing whatever you can to be productive for the Lord, then I wouldn't see that as a failure of finding purpose, no matter whether you feel like you fully accomplished that or not, because I don't think we ever get to that point where we feel like we have truly finished everything. Like, all right, I've done everything. I'm ready to die. I don't think we get to that point. I feel like we're always going to if we sit back and look over our lives, we'll always have moments where we think, "Oh, I should have done this," or "I wish I would have done this way," or So I think just keep pushing forward and don't give up.
Yeah, and on top of that, sometimes your purpose is to just be of use to the body, whether
Yep.
it's just telling people hello at the start of service or thanking people who are newcomers to the church or whatever. You never know.
And don't let other people try and tell you what your purpose is.
That's right. Hashtag hopeful banana.
I think that is a very important thing to note onto that. Because a lot of people will try and tell you what your purpose is or what your calling is and try and push you into something that you're just not called to do, or it's just not what you're made for. And then you end up falling flat on your face.
It'd be like people telling you you're called to be a pastor, and you go to pastor a church, and you wind up having to move 7.5 hours away and get drug all around, and it turns into a huge mess. And I don't want to get
that
into it.
actually reminds me, if you guys can think of it, remind me after the show, and I will send you a Facebook reel that kind of touches on that actually.
Interesting.
So you no longer have to be a tactical banana. You can be a hopeful banana.
I thought it was waffle.
Yeah, I thought it was
It
waffle.
was.
Is it a waffle?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
waffle.
You don't have to be a tactical.
Don't let him tell you you're a banana when you're a waffle.
Don't put bananas on my waffle.
All right, moving right along. Crispy Crown Eater. I tried to say it with a straight face. From
That's better than them soggy crowns.
who listens on Apple says, "Would you recognize yourself if you met yourself as a stranger?
Wait, hold up. What?
Would you recognize yourself if you met yourself as a stranger? So if you met yourself and you was a stranger to yourself, would you recognize yourself?"
Which brings me to my next point.
Are
Do
we
not
talking
do
like
drugs.
I was gonna say.
Are
I
we
feel like
talking
this
time
question's
travel
on drugs.
shenanigans here, or what? I don't understand how this works.
Would I recognize myself? As in, like, that dude's awesome. I'm gonna stop and say hi. If he's wearing Slim Chance or McMedic, yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, that looks awesome. Hey, what's that about?"
I'd probably be like, "I'm not talking to that dude. He looks like he listens to Brandon Lake." Couldn't help myself. I had to.
Oh, that's
I
pretty
think
good.
If I met myself, I would just think, he looks okay. Not good, not great, just kind of mediocre.
I'd find a new best friend.
All right.
Taco didn't even want to meet himself. He's like, "No, that dude's just hateful."
I'm staying out of this.
That dude looks odd. Gonna stay away from him.
People loved your shirt at the. Oh, people liked your shirt at the steakhouse.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
I don't know if I can say that on stream.
I wouldn't.
I would say it anyway.
I'm tempted to do it.
What if you spell it out? Type it out.
Okay, how do I do this without getting banned? So, I was leaving Longhorn Steakhouse. Yeah, we splurged. We had a date night. It was nice, except the food was terrible.
Oh, don't tell Mander. That's her favorite place.
So I was walking out, and I had on the shirt that hung here for a while. You know, had the SCG logo on the front and Beyond the Quest on the back. I was like, "We're going to Lexington. I'm going to wear this shirt, and I'm going to, like, be proud of it, you know." I was walking out, and I was holding the door for this family that was coming in. And the dad, I'm assuming the dad, held the other door for me. And this dude's like 7 foot tall, dreadlocks, baggy clothes, look like he come out of the ghetto, if you know what I'm saying.
You just made it so much worse.
Remember that hate mail you were saying you were glad you wasn't getting anymore?
Well, he was holding the door and I said, "Thank you, sir. I appreciate that." And he said, "I like that shirt." I said, "Thank you." He said, "No, for real. That shirt is straight. Insert the color black." And I said, "Yeah, obviously, bro. Look at me." And I kept on walking. That's my story. Moving on. See, we didn't get banned for that.
Your stream just ends. All right.
Why does it say I just lost 50 followers?
This next one comes from Boot Loop Bandit.
Boot Loop Bandit.
The boot, scoot, and boot.
He's running from Bubblegum Bart.
He listens from Arizona on Spotify, and he says, "Do fish think that land is outer space?" And if you liked that one, it's gonna get worse.
Did we go back to all of our old viewers finally tuning back in? Because I feel like these questions are getting off the wall again.
Just imagining
up
a
there
fish
with
coming
the-
by like, "Oh, look, space worm, I'm going to
That one's definitely up there with like the 100 duck-sized horses.
I wouldn't say that
Like
fish
that.
think of land out as outer space, but as in like the Lion King. That is the dark place. We do not go there.
I just had an amazing idea for your birthday giveaway.
Uh-oh.
You need to go to Walmart and get one of those gigantic canvases printed off of you riding the giant horse-sized duck.
Well, I know for a poster it's $17. I looked into it.
Okay, do it.
So you get somebody gets a random picture of me with my face riding that giant duck.
And
I'm
then just
gonna
put,
say
just put
that-
Slim Chance Gaming across the top of it. I
I'm
mean,
gonna say yes.
I think it sounds like a
You
win.
think they think it's outer space?
Yes.
Like that's aliens up there, bro.
Yes.
No.
Space worms.
So what about when you have fish in a fish
Did I
tank?
say no, Taco? I said yes. I'm entitled to my own opinion.
Don't you want his napkin?
Don't you tell me no.
What about if they're in a fish tank?
I
Then they
mean,
think
just
they've been
imagine.
abducted.
Yeah.
I'm about to be probed.
I think it's more like the Lion King. Like that's the dark lands. We don't go there.
When they get caught on a
Go
hook, do
there,
they think they're
Simba.
getting probed?
When they get caught on what?
On a hook, do they think they're getting probed?
I don't know. But now it makes so much more sense when you come at them with a net to try and catch them and they run away.
And every fish is just think space corn.
All right. So the next one comes.
That
from
thing's new.
Ghost
Let's
of
eat it.
Walmart.
I'm sorry.
If we did that, what if everything that just came out of the sky was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try it." What's this white stuff on my card? There's seeds in it.
I heard sometimes that tastes like candy, right, Medic?
Yeah, bird poop sometimes bird poop tastes like candy, man.
They eat a lot of fruit.
Don't put that on your homework. Teachers will not be happy.
Take it well.
All right. This next one comes from Ghost of Walmart.
The ghost of Walmart. I just imagine, like, you know, the old Walmart commercials, the little smiley face sticker, like the ghost of him.
Yeah, now it's just gray.
Napkins, you never did manage me.
They listen on from Nevada on Spotify,
Nevada.
and they said, what if deja vu is just God showing me a saved checkpoint? Ever have thoughts like this?
Like, if I die, this is where I'm coming back.
I'm telling you, I told you it's gonna get worse.
You know, that's now when I have those moments, I'm gonna stop and be like, wait, there's some significance here.
I've been through this. It didn't work out last time. I got to do it different this time.
I've already got the title for this episode, by the way.
Oh yeah,
The questions that keep me up at night.
maybe,
Good title for it.
maybe.
Um,
I don't know. Is it? Do you
I
think
never
that
thought that before,
I'm
but
telling
now
you.
I'm going
that
to.
makes a lot of sense though? That makes a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna say yes. Moon Pie's in his own world. He's pulling out napkins.
Sorry.
Pops his head up and says sorry, and then goes straight back down. Sorry, spaceworm.
Space couch. I'm trying my best to.
I'm never going to be able to sleep after this episode.
Because you're constantly going to wonder, like, is every time I wake up in this bed just a restart? Is this my checkpoint?
all right,
Just
so
lays there staring at a fish tank. My poor little aliens.
I hope you're ready.
Who?
Blessed Berserker, who listens from Alabama on Apple, asks,
Alabama.
if I clone myself and we get into a fight, is that considered self-defense or assault?
Both.
Yeah,
Hmm.
both.
No, I'm going to say assault. Even if you clone yourself, you're still your own person.
The question is who wins that fight?
Yeah.
You or the clone? Then they get to determine
Yeah.
if they were assaulted.
And
Or
for
if they
that
were
matter,
defended.
if you lose to your clone, doesn't that mean the clone's actually a better version of you?
Whoa.
So does that mean that you were actually the clone?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Maybe you were the knockoff all along.
Which one do I shoot?
Speaking of shoot, that moves us to our next question, which comes from Pastor Pew Pew. And from Texas, obviously. They listen on Apple Podcast, and they say, and they addressed it to me, and they say, what if your reflection in the mirror is the real you, and it's just trapped?
And like we live in Mirror World?
All this is a simulation. It's an
Are
alternate
they
reality.
a real pastor? Because if so, we've been trying to get into Texas for about 2 years now. That door closed when we wouldn't join that other ministry out there. So
And all I'm going to say about that question, Pastor Pew Pew, if
Pew
you're
pew.
a real pastor or not,
Pew pew.
if we are trapped in this mere reality, it brings me back to the answer to that other question. If you never know, does it really matter?
Whoa.
if this is Mirror World, I kind of like it.
All right. So the next one.
Why
is
do I
addressed
feel
to
like
mediocre moon pie.
My part of Mirror World is like a mirror in a haunted house.
Mine's like a mirror in a fun house.
Right?
That's what I was thinking.
Mediocre moon pie. Your question comes from Yeet the Prophet.
Yeet!
Nice.
They listen in Indiana on Spotify, and they say, if a tomato is a fruit, does that make ketchup a smoothie?
Gross.
That's, I mean, there's enough sugar in ketchup for it to be considered a smoothie. I'm
That's
not a
gross.
huge ketchup fan.
Me neither.
In
That's
fact, every time I see people put ketchup on a steak, I want to reach across the table and slap them.
what?
They should be slapped. That's
Ketchup
an
on a
abomination
steak?
right there.
North Carolinians.
This next
My
question
Tennessee hatred is
literally wads my napkin because I
Uh-oh.
think that this person's name is actually Ralph.
What?
You're gonna find out real quick.
I get that.
Oh,
I know exactly
no.
where he's going with this.
This is addressed to EM Taco,
I'm glad it's to him. Oh.
from Broke Paladin, who listens in Missouri.
Let
And
me
he
guess.
says-
Let me guess. Broke Paladin's colorblind?
He says, "You're the smart guy, right? I asked my friend this, and he doesn't understand what I'm saying. How do I know my color blue is the same as your color blue?"
Yep. Just because you colorblind, bro.
So quick story time here. We used to hang out with a guy who asked that very same question,
If we
like,
were both
he's
raised
colorblind.
to know what the color blue is, but when I see blue, I see red. Do we
But I
both?
know it's blue.
But I know it's blue. You understand? Yeah, you're colorblind, right?
No, see, we
But
both
no, we both know what blue is, but when I see blue, I see red. That is the definition of being colorblind.
So you don't really know what blue is. You know what red looks like, but you call it blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
medical
gosh.
condition.
Listen, I'm glad that was aimed to Taco because that question and fight with Ralph irked me for months at a time.
I kind of feel like it contributed to him stopping hanging out with us.
I see him from time to time at the ball field, actually.
I've seen him a couple times. He always asks about you.
He's still working for Pissy.
Okay.
Wait. Whose wife was it who started actually understanding what he was saying with that?
I don't
Was that-
remember.
Was that your wife, or was it one of the exes?
I think it was his ex-wife.
I don't remember.
I just remember somebody was like, "No, I get it," and we're like, "Okay, so you both have some sort of issue with understanding the definition of colorblind."
All right, guys.
Okay.
Moonpie, this is gonna help with your less hate toward Tennessee.
Oh.
I hope
Less
y'all
hate?
got your napkins ready.
Uh-oh.
They listen on Spotify from Tennessee,
Yeah, of course.
and it says, "Hey y'all."
I don't hate Tennessee anymore.
It says, "Hey y'all. Okay, so I've been listening for a while, and I just wanted to say something that's been weighing on me for a while. Y'all's podcast has actually helped me through some really tough days, whether it's talking about faith, family, funny EMT stories, or just making fun of each other. You've truly created something special, something that makes people feel seen, laugh until they wheeze, or even cry a little bit, but like the manly kind of cry. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for the honesty. Thanks for the random spiritual gut punches when I least expect them. Much love. Ping Lord 9000 from Tennessee."
I just
Love.
want to say you are my favorite Tennessean, and I appreciate you, Ping Lord.
After all the hate you've gave towards Tennessee, somebody still finds love. You can't tell me God ain't real.
Won't he do it? Come on.
That was nice.
It was touching.
That added to my happiness this morning.
This next one, they addressed it to Medic, but I think they misclicked because it says Dear Moon Pie in the very first words. It's from Brandon in Tennessee who listens on Spotify.
He's about to ruin everything.
Way to go, Brandon.
And it says, "Dear Moon Pie and the rest of you guys. All right, so listen. As a proud Tennessean, I have to start by saying I'm sorry. On behalf of the entire state, the folks who have sent you hate mail, the passive-aggressive comments, and even the ones who pretended not to know who you are but secretly watch every episode. I sincerely apologize. You were right to call us out. It hurt, but it was fair. The barbecue does need work. You guys keep it real on the show, shared real stuff, brought laughs, and what did we give you? Petty insults and state pride gone rogue. We fumbled the bag, Moon Pie. This podcast has genuinely helped me more than I expected. So please don't give up on Tennessee entirely. We've also got people here who love you, who laugh along every week, and who know that what you all are doing matters. With love and a plate of hot chicken. P.S. We're not all bad, just like 38% of us."
Okay.
That one could have been aimed towards me. I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
it was a
Tennessee
mess.
is on a roll this week for redeeming themselves for you.
Yeah.
Oh, we about to
I
change
did
that.
make my announcement before.
Mander said, "Oh, I love Tennessee."
Well, calm down. Calm
Calm down. They like us, not you, Mander.
Where I don't hate them. They're all right.
You
I
ready,
do
Moon
want
Pie?
to try some real Nashville hot chicken, not like I've tried.
You don't want to go like to KFC and get like some, hey, I got some Nashville hot chicken. You want to go to Tennessee and get some Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah, there's a place in Nashville that a guy was telling me about. I can't remember the name of it. But he said it got started because this dude was cheating on his wife, or she suspected him of cheating. And so she decided she was going to get him back. He comes in late and she makes him dinner, but she adds everything in the world she can to this chicken to make it as utterly hot as possible. And he starts eating it and falls in love with this flavor. So he kicks her out and takes the recipe and opens a restaurant. So I want to try it. I want to go see if it's
I want to support this business.
All right,
see what
Moonpie.
it tastes like.
There's been some sweet ones, but you ready?
Oh boy, here we go. All right, Brandon, I hope you're listening.
BB to the Q Smokes from Tennessee, who listens on Spotify.
I feel like you've angered the people that make the barbecue now.
You really touched a nerve here.
Well, maybe we should send them to barbecue school in Texas.
He says, Moon Pie, I let a lot of things slide in life. The Tennessee slander, even your emotional support beard.
Oh!
But saying Tennessee
help
barbecue
it, it won't
is
grow right.
not that good, you've officially lost your mind. Tennessee barbecue isn't just food, it's a spiritual experience. It's the reason half of us survive awkward church cookouts and family reunions. You can keep your fancy sauces and dry rub confusion. We slow smoke our meat with scripture playing in the background. I still love the podcast. You and the SCG crew have made me laugh, cry, and question everything I know about really learning the Bible. But next time you come for Tennessee barbecue, just know I'm mailing you a plate that'll have you repenting by the third bite. Respectfully
ready.
offended.
Yeah,
Smell it.
yeah. I'm saying go ahead.
And he ended it
Just
with
send it this way.
P.S. He ended it with P.S. The Lord forgives, but our pit masters don't.
Ooh.
I'm telling
All
you,
right.
you,
BB to the Q.
you got to point us to it because
That's what I'm saying.
Hang on,
have to
hang on,
kinda agree
hang
with Moon Pie.
on.
I've had good Tennessee barbecue.
Just tell me
Can,
where it's at.
how can you mail
Not
your
into the
barbecue
church function.
and it still be good unless it's just already bad?
And that's all you've ever had. And so in comparison, it tastes good to the bad. It's just slightly less bad. Right?
Right.
And don't use Kentucky to compare, because Kentucky's barbecue ain't anything to brag about. Just saying.
Meat sweats with a smile.
Him and his emotional support beard.
Yeah, that was a personal attack. It hurt. I can't help it doesn't grow like theirs.
They listen on Apple Podcast, and they address this to the one and only Moon Pie. And they say, love the show, really do. But when you said Tennessee barbecue was mid, something inside me
Who knew
snapped.
Tennesseans were so touchy?
Like a dry rub from literally anywhere but Tennessee. Look, I forgave the Tennessee jokes. I let the hate mail drama slide. But disrespecting our barbecue, that's holy ground, brother. Folks here get baptized in sweet tea and come out smoking pulled pork. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying you clearly haven't eaten the meat of our barbecue, just the milk. You need to sit down with a plate of dry rub ribs from Memphis and let the spirit move. I'll keep tuning in. I'll keep laughing. But I'm watching you now, closely, with sauce-stained hands and a smoker at the ready. Repent, then reheat. Don't make us pray a barbecue conviction over you.
Okay, well, at least he specified Memphis.
Yeah.
So now you know
Okay,
a place to start.
Well, let me say, I've had barbecue in Memphis, but it was in the Missouri side of Memphis. So I chalked that up to Missouri. I also ate at this little hole-in-the-wall place on the Tennessee side where I thought I was going to be shot while I was there, but it was one of the best hamburgers I've ever had in my life.
I gotta say, I like how they are
They're not respectfully disrespecting.
right. Right.
I will respectively.
Except, you know, your emotional support beard, that was personal. But
That one hurt. It's like now I'm looking at our screen and I'm thinking, well, we got a Viking down here, we got a Mexican over here. He looks like Pancho Villa, and then we got an Amish guy up here.
you just about made napkins spit that everywhere.
White trash. That's what I look like. It doesn't connect right here. We were at a church and a pastor said, "Why do you shave right there?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, you don't shave that? And I said, no, it just don't grow in. And he said, oh, that's weird. He just walked away. So, it don't connect here and it don't connect here. I can't help it. It's still a beard.
Why are you eating that?
All right. Oh, Lord. All right. You guys ready for about 20 Faith Pulse questions?
Oh, boy.
In all seriousness, before you move on, I want a good recommendation on Tennessee barbecue. And the next time I am traveling through that way, or if we ever get invited to a church out there, I will go and I will eat that barbecue. And if I can find out how to stream it, I'll stream it from my Twitch. I'll let you know how gross it is while I'm sitting there, or how amazing it is. But if it's gross, I'm going to be brutally honest.
While you're sitting in the restaurant in front of everyone.
In front of everybody. I'll stand up. I'll be like, this is barbecue for ants. It needs to be 3 times as good.
Okay. So here's the first one from Faith Pulse.
I wish we knew if he was on today.
If Pinocchio's nose grows when he lies, and he says the phrase, "My nose is about to grow," then will Pinocchio's nose grow, or will it just stay the same?
Wait, what? That was confusing. If his nose grows when he lies,
But he says, "My nose is about to grow," then will it still grow, or will it stay the same?
Would it depend on the intent of his little wooden heart?
I would say it would still grow because I don't think it worked that way to where
Yeah,
it didn't
I think-
cancel out a lie.
I think it, like, if he lies a bunch, it just grows more, right? So if he lies and then tells the truth, it'll just grow once instead of twice.
I just want to be a real boy.
So what? His nose just grows like a centimeter.
It's like, I started that.
People
Next
who,
one from Faith Pulse. By the way, these are truly questions.
Oh, he
here
is
we go.
here.
Let's go. I'm late. I think that's supposed to be let the mind turn.
Yeah, these are
I've gotta
these are
hop
by
off here in
far
about
the
15
questions that
minutes.
keep him up at night.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
speed round it.
All right. Next one. If the best things come in small packages, then why do department stores have big boxes?
Pass.
Because you had to fit a lot of small things in the big box.
I like that answer.
Yeah, I like
If a
that one,
blind
too.
person travels abroad, then would they be allowed to sightsee?
Oh, that's just mean.
That's offensive.
It's called sight feel.
They can smell the scenes, don't you know?
I feel like I'm in Italy.
Standing at a Tennessee barbecue place.
I feel like I'm in a dumpster.
If you catch a cold, then why don't you just let go of it so you'll feel better?
I agree with that.
That's one of my answers.
Leave that healing on yourself.
I gotta go to the next page. Hang on. If air is invisible to us, even though we need it to live, can fish see water?
Well, they don't
They're
blink.
aware that they're in water.
They don't blink, right?
No, the fish is water is their earth, and the air is their space. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about this.
All right, McMedic, he addressed this one specifically to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
He said, "Why is it if I say somebody is cooking, it means they're doing well, but if I say somebody is cooked, it means they're doing bad?"
Because kids nowadays slang is stupid.
No
Fair
comment.
No cap.
He addresses this
Skibbity,
one to
skibbity.
me, and he says, "If a girl is always right, then why do they always pick the wrong guy?" And I'm going to say, because they're not always right. They just think they are.
I feel like you're gonna get some hate mail next week.
If only he had been
bring it
here
on.
for your what's my nap?
This one's to Taco, and it says, "If a soup is anything that is made of vegetables, water, and salt, then doesn't that make the ocean a soup?"
Everybody pees in the soup.
Because For it to be soup, you have to actually cook those items in the water to make a broth.
Yeah, but when you pee in it, it gets warm.
This one's for you.
Oh, gross. Pea soup.
Hate mail for me.
Bring it on. This one's for you, Moonpie. It says, if a deaf person has to go to court, is it still called a hearing?
That's
I
that
think
goes
it's
offensive.
signing.
That was offensive, like the blind
So,
one.
speaking of signing, I learned that in the Church of God of Cleveland, Tennessee, um,
There you go,
in,
Tennessee again.
in their actual like protocol bylaws, they actually address deaf people speaking in tongues, and their answer is they don't really speak in tongues; they speak in what they call manual tongues, and by that they mean they sign. And so I don't know if that means you just start doing stuff with your hands, and somebody's supposed to interpret it with their hands. It would be a very silent interpretation, I would imagine. I just thought it was really strange. Manual tongues. I don't know.
They took that interpretation part of that scripture serious.
Yeah, dude.
And here comes more hate now for Moonpie. Taco, this one's addressed to you, and it says, if the symbol for iron on the periodic table is Fe, and a man is also considered a male, then doesn't that mean that that Iron Man could also be considered female?
He's such a girl.
All right.
He is a bit touchy.
This one's addressed to me, and he says, okay, sorry for dropping all the thoughts that keep me up at night. So one last one for napkins or anyone that wants to answer. I dropped a bunch, and some aimed more toward everyone. If babies kick during pregnancy, and we all were babies once, doesn't that mean that we've all kicked a pregnant woman before?
Technically, I think.
He's not wrong.
I mean,
And he said that that was his last one, but there's more.
That boy never sleeps.
Moonpie, this one's for you. And
the
it
guilt
says,
of kicking pregnant people.
it says, if I become a security guard at a Samsung store, doesn't that make me a guardian of the galaxy?
That's such a dad joke.
All right, and this is the last one, and it is addressed to me. And it says, if I go to an Apple store and I fart, doesn't that mean everyone will suffocate because there's no windows?
I like it.
Wow.
That was the speed round of questions that keep faith up at night.
That's pretty great.
I like this segment.
Keep it coming.
We're gonna need like 20 submissions every week. All right. We do have one more Quester's question,
Questions.
and this comes from the Twixel.
The Twixel. Say that again. I like the way you said it.
The Twixel.
The Twixel.
Okay. They're from Ohio. They listen on Spotify, and they address this to everyone. And they say,
I forgot he had the voice changer.
what is your all's thoughts on stepping away from friends who are not Christians?
Well, I think you can like distance yourself a little bit if you need to, but at the same time, you don't want to like just cut people off because you might be the only light they ever see.
Yeah, I think it really depends on.
Do I have an air pump for that pool? I will check after.
Is
The
it like
episode.
an air mattress, air pump?
Yeah, like a pool float type deal.
We got one.
Can
Are you-
bring it to revival?
Are you going?
I will probably be asleep.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
Award that. Don't award that. on the day.
As he chugs a drink.
I would say that to answer the question, it depends on if those friends are bad influences on you. if you tend to let them influence what you do, how you act, and all that, then yeah, you probably should distance yourself and step away from them. If it's more of you're just not meshing with them when you try and hang out because now you're uh, living the life and they're not, try and be a light to them. Like, you don't have to cut them out of your life, but you could keep a little distance there, but still show them kindness and all that stuff.
And I would say if they're truly your friends, they will respect your decision to grow your faith and get closer to the Lord. And sometimes that brings natural separation
Yeah.
because some people just, some people will back off themselves because they feel conviction in their heart for the things they're doing when they see that you're no longer doing those things. But like Taco said, if it's not causing you to stumble, I think it's important that um, you be the light to them.
You may be the only light they ever see.
You might.
You
Till they
never
die.
know. Unless you're Moonpie, who would dog Tennessee.
With my emotional support beard.
You'll be friends with anybody unless they're from Tennessee.
At his-
Hey, well, we're causing a bunch of confusion. I made an announcement.
You wait till his revival night. I'm gonna get up there and be like, he has an emotional support beard.
Take it
Please,
easy on him.
please clap and make him feel welcome.
Please make him feel welcome.
As far as that question, honestly, I don't really have anything to add. I mean, I pretty much agree with what all of you all said. If they're hindering, then I don't think that there's any fault in making some distance, but I wouldn't cut them out completely because, like Medic and the other guys said, you might be the only light that they see.
Wow. Hear that, Taco? We're the other guys.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
Did that go the way you thought it would?
I'm my napkin right now. I just want you to know that.
Gotta let me fly.
Just call himself a peacock.
Just let him have this one. Let him have this.
You remember all those explosions in Star Wars?
It's so fake.
Damn this Star Wars.
It's funny because he said that, and he's the one with the Star Wars surrounding him.
Amazing.
Ugh.
And that is it for Questers questions.
Bum, bum, bum.
I think that is the fastest we've ever went through that many
That
questions.
speed round had me on my toes. By on
Yeah.
my toes, I mean I was still sitting here, but my toes were up.
Up or down?
In
Down.
reality, he just
my
means
feet were up, my toes were down.
in reality he just means he had his feet propped up.
Actually, I couldn't prop my feet up. If you don't remember, my
There's a
feet were
hamper
set
there.
by a raccoon in the dark.
Yeah, there's a hamper there.
It's not a hamper.
It's a roller cart that has hampers on it.
Yeah, well, it might be that. But see, it's multifunctional because it's holding my drink. I've got my microphone propped on it. I've got my little voice changer box sitting on it.
So what I'm hearing is you're one accidental bump away from like absolute chaos.
That's why I don't touch it.
He just leans
it's
forward to
propped.
talk.
That's what I do. It's propped up, and so I lean forward. If I touch the microphone, it will fall. And all
But you
chaos
risk
will
it for
break out.
that voice changer.
Yeah, but I bet when he hits that voice changer, he's like, "Eh, eh, eh."
And if Kentucky keeps dragging their feet, I don't look for my setup to change anytime soon. So
Well, last I heard, I think Vet told me like they heard back of one, waiting on 6 more.
wow. Okay,
I
well,
think it's one of 3.
Oh,
It's one of 3.
well,
10 years from now,
But I did
they will get the rest of the paperwork.
I did laugh because I pulled up his application for him this morning, and it says that the status has changed, and it says the new status is on hold, And then it says the estimated time is indefinite.
Whenever Kentucky decides to cooperate.
Sad, sad, sad day.
But is it? Isn't this the day that the Lord hath made?
It has the day of the Lord.
Ooh.
But you know what? There's a time for sorrow and a time for joy. And right now is a time for sorrow.
But if it's the day he made, shouldn't you rejoice and be glad in it?
I get to experience life in abundance, and sometimes life is sad.
If it doesn't come today, I'm calling them again. Brittany.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, get Brittany on them.
Crack that whip.
Yeah, get him, Brittany.
I don't know.
Brittany, no
might wanna
offense, but I
stick
feel like
Amy on 'em.
Amy is the one who needs to call. Or just get Vet fired up again and let him send an email. That'll do the trick.
I don't know. To be fair, Brittany might be more hostile.
That's true.
We don't know.
Possibly.
All right,
We
I love
don't
you guys.
know.
I've got to go. I'm sorry I can't finish the show with you.
Where you gotta go that's more important than spending time with us.
I can't talk about it.
That's
I'd
hurtful.
tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
That
No,
the
we-
Oprah.
to get some Tennessee barbecue.
That's,
Yeah, you
that's
know,
probably what it is.
I'm gonna drive to Tennessee, get my mouth full of garbage. And I'm just
Tune
saying,
in next week whenever we get 10 more.
until I get a proper name of a place. How come everybody's talking about how good this barbecue is, but ain't one person named a place to try?
That's true. That's true.
And if all you've got to compare it to is other garbage, it's
How
just
do you know
slightly
it's
better.
Garbage
That's
is still going to be garbage if all you compare it to is garbage.
right.
I don't know. Is fresh garbage as bad as old garbage?
I just dropped this taco in the trash. Can I eat it? It's better than the one I dropped in there 4 days ago.
See? That makes sense to me.
Right? I'm telling you. Okay, I love you guys. I gotta go. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
He's a turd face. He can still hear us.
Oh, we're not going to get our little Easter egg at the end of the episode. Does that mean that it's over?
You're disconnected from your channel.
Can I talk now?
How do I hang up?
That one was on me. I take full responsibility for that. Anyways, now that we got the questions drawn and whatnot, what's on your brain?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't understand how to answer that.
You can just leave them by your side. It's okay.
There you go. That makes more
Alright,
sense to
real
me
good.
now.
Car handle real good. I went
A
real fast.
Car went real fast.
I'm just thinking about tomorrow's episode of Beyond the Brokenness.
Beyond the brokenness.
That's not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks because I won't be there.
Again?
Bro,
My child has to go get tubes in his ears.
you even made the post. How did you forget what day it was?
This appointment's been scheduled for a month ago.
I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. You made the post. I'm checking. Do.
Yeah, I just checked. It's tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
But anywho, yeah, he goes tomorrow to see the specialist about getting tubes put in, and this appointment's been scheduled for like a month. So
you're gonna leave me in charge of it again?
I can't miss it.
Last time it went poorly. It's okay. I will try to keep it smooth, like peanut butter without the peanuts.
Keep it smooth like a fancy napkin.
No, I had one of those at Longhorn. It was terrible.
That's about the bread.
Dude, the bread was awful.
Gonna get
He
that
didn't
bread
wanna-
now.
Yeah, he didn't want to get that bread.
Yeah.
Actually, you can take his bread back.
Can you
Will
please take his bread?
now?
So, besides Beyond the Brokenness, Tamara, anything on you burns? Wow. I hear crickets.
I thought Napkins was gonna talk because he got like right on my
No.
spot, and then he just said
He was like,
I was pulling up the announcement for Beyond the Brokenness because I was just going to talk about it for a second. So anybody that has not seen our social media or Facebook or our Discord, tomorrow's episode of Beyond the Brokenness is going to be about how guilt and shame keep us from growing in Christ. So we're going to be diving deep into how guilt and shame can stunt spiritual growth and how to break free and step fully into the healing and transformation God promises. Not going to lie, I totally ripped that off of the announcement. But anywho, if that sounds like something you're interested in or not, join us tomorrow.
Or not.
Join the others tomorrow. Even if you don't think you're going to like it, you might. So
you might.
just drop in tomorrow. We will be live. Sorry, they will be live at 10 a.m. on Twitch, or you can also check it on any of the major podcasting platforms. It is posted under Beyond the Quest, but the title will say Beyond the Brokenness.
And it will not be uploaded until Napkins decides to come back home.
Bro, I have to put my child first.
I'm going to drive up there, set up your setup and everything, and put that giant bear in it, and then drive back here and go live. But yeah, I'm excited for it. Me and Taco and Cal streamed some last night.
We did.
We decided to start Borderlands 3, trying to get in the mindset and prep for the birthday stream coming up. Because I'm going to start it with Tiny Tina Wonderland, and that's where that game come from, was
Speaking of
Borderlands.
Tiny Tina Wonderland, isn't that a giveaway?
It is, with all the DLC.
Oh.
Technically, you can get the base game right now on, is it Epic it's on sale?
It's free,
Yes.
actually.
Until-
But you don't get any DLC whatsoever.
Until Thursday morning.
Yeah, I've already claimed that.
Oh, did ya? Does that mean you're going to join us on the birthday stream?
I thought you wanted me to moderate.
What can't you do both? You're a
That sounds
multitasker.
complicated.
You're a multitasker. I believe in
Am
you.
I?
Maybe. I mean,
Oh.
if you was, I feel like you could be here tomorrow, but...
What am I supposed to do? Trying to go live from my phone at the doctor's office?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Just tell your kid to drive.
I mean, everybody else uses their phone while they drive in Pike County, so why couldn't I?
Why do you have to go all the way to Pike County?
Because it's at the place I work.
Oh. Mine had it done. They had to go down there by Highlands.
Yeah, that was the quickest that could get them in, and it still, like I said, it literally, it's been scheduled for a month, and whenever Jonas comes up, it'll have been scheduled for 3 months.
Wow.
And they only got Jackson's in sooner because they don't know if he's just had that many ear infections or if it's just been one continuous infection that they haven't actually truly knocked out. That kind of bumped him up to the top of the list.
Well, if it makes you feel better, are you ready for me to yell at Taco?
Yeah.
Taco's a jerk face.
Why is he a jerk face?
He wouldn't play bass with us last night.
I didn't have cheat sheet.
You had a
Not
phone, didn't you?
musically. I'm not
Us
musically
family don't get to
inclined.
play music together much anymore, and he wouldn't get up there and play even though he was asked.
I'm not musically.
All he had to do was get up there and slap at the bass, man. That's what you should have done. Just go up there and just start smacking it. It make noise.
Wouldn't have been any different than Josiah and Judah up there.
Hey, we're starting a band.
That's true.
Anywho, speaking of your birthday stream,
Yeah.
I did just want to take a minute and say, to anybody out there that's a veteran or first responder and they're trying to break into the world of streaming, but their internet lags more than their knees after PT. And their camera settings look like that they've broadcasted from a potato in 2004. They can
That
check out
hurts.
Angry Vet Nation.
My camera looks like a potato is doing it.
AngryVetNation.org is where you can apply. You must be a first responder or veteran. They're a nonprofit run by vets for vets. They help you go from what even is a capture card to check out my custom built streaming rig and thriving community.
What is a capture card?
Graphics card.
Oh, gotcha. I knew that. I'm a gamer.
So if you regret the gear, or at least the dreams of gear, and the guts to hit go live, let Angry Vet Nation help you turn your service into a stream. Angry Vet Nation, because you've already survived way worse than your Twitch chat, even if you are going to get roasted from people from Tennessee. That's angryvetnation.org.
Yeah!
And don't worry, they're only scary if you make them mad.
Yeah! I felt better.
Y'all check out beyondthequest.com. Show us some love over there. SlimChanceGaming.com is officially live. That went live this morning, so you can check out that site. See what you think of it.
Going to be trying to add merch to it at some point.
Yep. It does have a spot for the merch store, but it just says merch store coming soon because it wasn't ready. But anywho, check that out.
Please and thank you.
Check out all of our socials and our Facebook.
Never living that down.
Facebook.com/SlimChanceGaming, YouTube.com/@SlimChanceGamingCrew. Speaking of, I just now thought of something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have our socials or our Facebook linked to Beyond the Quest.
That would be on you.
Anywho,
Now that you pointed that out, let's move on.
beyondthequest.com, you can hit the contact us button, submit questions, comments, piercing critical insights, or not. It's fine. You can also join our Discord. You can also do that from slimchancegaming.com. And here's something that you can't do on Beyond the Quest. On slimchancegaming.com, if you click the About Us button under each of our names, so there's Napkins, Medic, Taco, and Callistus. Under each of those, you will have a link to our Discords. You will have to our Discord as a team. You'll have a link to our individual Twitches, to the group YouTube, and there's also a little envelope you can click, and you can email us directly. So if you want to talk to one of us directly, you can click on that little envelope, and it will give you our email address. If you're a little envelope shy, you can also click the contact button.
Envelope shy.
And under the contact button, it does list our email addresses as well. So that's pretty cool. You can join our newsletter. And if you don't like any social medias, or you don't have a Facebook, you can get those sent directly, any updates sent directly to your inbox. So that's pretty cool. We've got 94 people already subscribed to it.
Listen, a week away, birthday stream. Had to go shave off my emotional support beard.
So it does.
Smart choice. Smart choice.
For a blog on Slim Chance Gaming. I'm not sure if we're actually going to do a blog, or if that's just going to be another place where we can post our announcements and news.
I thought you were supposed to be doing a blog.
He doesn't blog.
Listen, Linda. I barely have time to do the stuff I'm already doing. So
He acts like he's busy.
it's not like I've built 3 websites in the past month.
You also told Moonpie that you're going to be sleeping all day.
I will be today. You daggum right. It's been a rough weekend, son. Let me just tell you. This weekend has been one for the books.
I thought he was just going to say it's been rough. But wow, you told him. You really told him?
I ain't gonna lie. I really thought about just being like, it's been rough. That's what it's been. There's no other words.
Are you counting Frontline Faithwear napkins?
Yeah, that's the third. Slim Chance Gaming, Beyond the Quest, Frontline Faithwear. That's 3. Which Beyond the Quest, it was already kind of built, but we've been doing a lot of tweaking to it, back end stuff. Not really anything you can see per se, but we've been doing. Me and Chad has been working on upgrading some of the server resources to make it more responsive. Been working with the host provider as well. There's just been like some little security tweaks and stuff we've been doing.
Nerd things.
Yeah, nerd things.
Yeah. Nerd things.
Yeah, I think that's all my mouth vomit for this episode.
Wow. You handled it very well.
Thank you. I tried. I tried. I think it's everything.
You're sure?
I think so. I am looking at the possibility of giving everybody on this show their own email address. Me and Chad was talking about that. That way, if you like wanted to talk to one of us privately about something, it would give you an outlet to do that. Especially where Moon Pie is a part of this show, but he's not a part of Slim Chance Gaming, at least.
You can. That would let everybody just directly yell at him.
The only thing that I don't know about it is, we've already got a lot of emails and stuff to keep up with. I don't know if it would be good to throw another one in the ranch, but that's a possibility.
As long as I can get it added on my phone, I'm good.
Yeah, there's an app for that.
I mean, they could just still use our email addresses for us, and we'd just have to make one for Moonpie.
That's a whole ordeal that I probably shouldn't get into on stream. No, so the extra stuff that ours comes with, AVN actually pays a subscription fee for that every month to be able to offer it to so many users. So I don't know that. I mean, technically, in theory, we could add him to the Slim Chance Gaming one, but I don't know where he's. It's a whole probably not on air conversation.
But you sat here and had half of it anyway. So
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
good with just having you receive all my mail.
Story of his life.
Yeah, let's be honest. Moonpie probably wouldn't check it anyway.
Ouch.
Or he would just forget.
I answered for him.
Or he would just forget how to check, and he'd be like, "Napkins, can you check my email?"
You know, like Cal probably does.
Deeply wounded. It's okay. You got an emotional support beard to get you through it.
No, we say he had to shave it off.
If he gets on here tomorrow and he's actually baby-faced, I'm going to laugh at him.
You won't be here to know.
I have Twitch on my phone.
Too far naps.
Yeah, naps. Hashtag naps. Well, fellers, you got anything else on your brains?
Phenomena.
Do, 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 do. I hate you.
I do want to know how many people in the chat just had to do the same exact thing.
No one.
You would see it at Revival tonight. Just saying.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Listen, as soon as this podcast is over and I do my behind the scenes stuff, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to die.
You could go upstairs and go to sleep and then wake up and go to Revival. Just saying. It's a possibility.
There are these things called alarms.
You got till 7. Get your nap
know how little
and come on.
Do you know
5-hour
how-
nap is enough, bro.
Listen, this is my only day to sleep. I get up.
Listen, Linda. I don't usually get a lot of
I don't
hours
have
of
to
sleep.
explain myself to you, actually. Thank you very much. If I don't want to go, I ain't gonna go.
Wow, this got personal and touchy.
Wow.
He's basically saying he don't want to go. Back away. Hurtful. Most truth is. I said it. Anyways. Was.
You put the blood in my napkin, and I'm about to time you out.
Uh-oh.
Better end it before it happens.
Anything else? Taco?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nuh-uh.
Whatsoever?
Nope.
Not a thing?
Empty head.
Crickets chirping?
Yep.
Nice. Napkins?
Don't think so. Joke's on you. I'll lock the door.
I mean, technically we have a key to that door, but okay.
You don't have a key to my bedroom door.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't, because it's a
Don't
slide
ask.
lock.
Don't ask questions. Just accept it. Are you accepting it?
Sure.
Spider-Man loves you. Creepy. Anyways, don't forget, tomorrow we got Beyond the Brokenness. Who's it? We do that at 10?
Yep. 10 a.m.
10 a.m. I'm assuming Moon Pie will be here. He's all these secret streaming. You sleeping? Yeah, with like a wildebeest snore going on. It's weird. Only for my viewing. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Don't forget to check out all of our things and socials and Facebooks and whatnots and everything Napkins mentioned that I just butchered. Awful.
All of my word vomit.
His word vomit you should look into. And he should see a doctor. Till next time. Love y'all. Jesus loves you more. Bye!
From the first light to the game's last stand, we're chasing truth with controller in hand. Faith, adventure, stories untold. First respond, the heart's brave and bold. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride. With magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the journeys meet. From the fires of life to the gaming heat. Slim Chomp's crew, come join the ride. With magnetic napkins and taco as your guide. Beyond the quest, where the stories grow. Faith, fire, and games in the world we know. Adventure calls, the table is set. Let's take the leap, our best quest yet.